everyone, welcome back to Rachel and Bella Crafts. Rachel here, I hope you're all well. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for all your messages and comments of support over the last week. My little boy's been unwell, and just to let you all know that actually he's doing really well, and thankfully it didn't get too bad, and he's now looking a lot better, and he's you know, getting back to his normal self. So one more day I think and he's out of isolation, and then life should start to resume normality, hopefully. Also, I just wanted to thank everybody for watching the videos of the last week. I had a really good response and some great feedback to the bag tutorials that we did. Just want to say hello to the new subscribers that have come to join us, and a big thank you to those of you that have been with us on our journey for quite some time now. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this really cute little hidden writing spot. Now, I've got the idea from Carol at Oak House Journals. She did a fabulous series recently on, she calls them self-locking letters. So I will put the tag down in the description box below the video. Please make sure you go and check out her videos, because she's got quite a few of these and they are amazing. So thank you for the inspiration, Carol. It's always good to have some new ideas. So I wanted to make this one today because I'm continuing with my 31 gratitude journal prompts challenge, and the one that I want to do is actually it was yesterday's, but I really want to do this page because I haven't done it yet, and the word was song or music. I've been quite looking forward to doing this prompt because songs, music, as you've probably already guessed by now, are something I find quite inspiring. I very often have my music on when I'm crafting. The only time it actually goes off is when I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, so it's nice to actually be able to input a little bit of it into journals. Now, I'm really excited as well because I bought a new stamp about, I don't know, 10 days ago, and it actually arrived last night. So it was perfect timing, and I will show you that a little bit later on. But first of all, I'm going to show you how I made this little hidden writing spot, and you can also use it as well as a floating pocket. So it's a really neat idea, and it's very simple. You can make it out of any size paper. So I'm not going to kind of get dimensiony on you. Crikey, I never give you measurements anyway. Why would change a habit of a lifetime, eh? Right, so I am going to bring in the element of song and music by using a sheet of music paper. Now, as I say, it's a really simple thing to do. Really simple folds. The first thing that Carol does mention to us in her video though is that you need to find the center of the page. Now, she also does say don't just fold it in half and fold it down, otherwise you're going to have a fold right across the middle of your pocket. So I'm just going to do what I normally do when I want the center, and I'm just going to pinch the top of my page just like that, so I can see then that's the center mark. And also because the light's a bit squiffy here today, I'm just going to put a little pencil mark on that little mark there. Now, Carol gives us a brilliant way of doing this. It's such an easy way to fold the paper so you know you're dead on the center. And again, like I say, I'm not working in great light here today. It's a really grey autumn day. So I'm going to just try and use my lines on here as well, just to make sure that I'm keeping nice and straight. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do, if we've marked our center mark, I'm going to pop my ruler onto the center mark. We're going to bring the top corner of this one here down, and we're going to butt it up against that ruler. This is a great tip, Carol. Thanks for this. I love this idea because I'm not always the greatest at doing my folds, so it's nice to have an idea how to butt it up against that ruler. So there we are. So that's your first one. Oops. Now the second thing that we're going to do is going to move that ruler now to this side of the line, and then we're going to bring up the bottom corner, this one here. So we're going to do the opposite now on the other page, and we're going to bring that up here, and we're going to fold it down. There we go. So you should now have, let me just get that bone folder out a minute. It's kind of like, I don't know, something about this fold reminds me of a kite. I don't know why. I don't know, it's just something there in the back of my head. And then I think of Mary Poppins. I don't even know where that came from either, but don't worry about it. So the next thing you're going to do, you've got these two now bits here that aren't folded. So you're going to take this bottom one here and we're going to fold it up just to meet the base of this flap here. So try and get it nice and straight there on the edge there, because it's always a case of what am I lining up with. So I would make sure that that line there is nice and straight, and then you're going to just fold that back on itself there like that. Okay, so just so you can see that there, we've got this flap now has been folded up, so you've got a bit of a double on that section there. And then we're going to just turn the page around just for ease of folding, really, not for any particular technical reason, because if I lean over you're going to get a big scene of my head in the way, and I'm sure you don't want to see that because I still haven't dyed my hair. And then we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. Okay, there we go. So we've done a fold over and a fold over, and then a fold up and a fold up. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to turn it this way. Still reminding me of a kite. I'm not quite sure where that's coming from. And then we're going to take this bottom fold flap here now, and we're going to fold over. So it's kind of like, you know, I tell you what it reminds me of is folding a bandage when you're doing something sling. You know, you've got a bit of a tie there, a bit of a tie here. So we're going to tuck this over again now. So imagine you're doing the sling around their neck. I don't know how many of you did first aid in school. That's the only experience I have of that. And then we're going to fold that down into a nice neat triangle. Gosh, this music paper that I've picked is really thick. Normally when you're using all music paper, it's quite thin. Now, before I go on to the next step, you'll note now, look, there's a little flap. So this is how we're now going to lock our little letter away, or our writing spot. Okay, so turn it around now. So you've got your triangle facing up. And then we're going to do the same thing with this flap. So we're going to bring this over. And we're going to fold it nice and flush with there and with here. Whoop. There we go. And then we're going to flatten that down there. Down, 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 down. And then that should tuck nice and neatly. Oh, it does. Oh, look at that. Wow. Now, I'm hoping you can see all of that. I'm just going to ink around for a second, just for the sake of ease, so you can see the edges. Oh, bear with. Right, so I'm going to ink here, so you can see that edge there. And I'm going to ink there, so you can see that edge there. Because sometimes I often think when we're working with really pattern paper, crikey, I'm not on camera, I'm down here and I got you up to see it. So I'm just thinking if I just put a bit of ink on the edge, you'll be able to see where those folds are lying. So bear with. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's so cold here today. I have to use my hands. Right. So that went under there, didn't it? Like that. And then that tucked under there like that. Right. Hopefully now you can see. There you go. So now you can see that you've got those little folds there, and they just keep our little tuck spot in place. Now, as Carol does explain in her video, you could use this as a bit of a multi-tuck spot as well, or a multi-pocket. You could use it as a floating pocket, because you do actually have, you know, little folds and recesses. So there's, oops, goodness, I have more in my hand than I thought. So you've got a fold there. Yeah, that one there has a base in it, look. And you've got one behind it, which would drop through. And then you've got the main one in the back. So you could put quite a large tag in there if you really wanted to. So that's the basics of the fold. I'm not going to show you again, because if you didn't get it first time, you can just rewind, can't you? So I don't want to waste any more of your time. But I am going to now show you how I'm going to use this in my journal and in my spread for today's prompt, which I'm doing, which is song or music. But bear in mind, this is number 22, which was actually yesterday. But that's okay. You guys all know I was super busy yesterday. Actually, you've been super busy today. The last of our puppies to find her forever family has gone today. So, yeah, it was quite a busy morning. We thought we were going to be keeping her, I've got to be honest. But no, we did have a lovely family come and collect her today. So she's gone. So I have 2 who are still here because their families are away on holiday. Lucky them. So they'll be going now next week. But my little pen is very quiet today. I'm sure it won't last. So how am I going to do a layout on songs and music? Well, I'm going to use this music paper for a start. So that's kind of like set my tone there, hasn't it? And I'm going to do, Carol mentioned a really good idea on her video about using it so that it looks almost like a faux envelope. And I thought, oh, I really, really like that idea. So I'm going to use some of the items that I had come from Shein, which somebody said to me yesterday was the correct way to say it. So these lush washi tapes from there. Also, I had these, I don't know what they are. They're pieces of ephemera. But this one here looks like a label that would go on the front of an envelope. So I'm going to use one of those. And then I'm going to use one of my new stamps. Oh, there it is. I was going to see what I've done with those. Oh, and it's on there ready. So I had these put the postage stamp mark things. And I've got one on there ready. So I'm going to use that in a moment. Because I'm going to turn it into an envelope. So that it looks like something to be posted. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is get one of these. Now these are the stamps in the ephemera for the In Everything Give Thanks kit. Oh, there we are. We've got one there and it's got a little bit of music paper on there. Now my shaped scissors are a little bit blunt, so I'm hopeful that this will work. Yeah. Do you know, I think I'm going to have to change my glasses. It comes to something, doesn't it? Reading glasses on. I just can't see what I'm doing. Oh, that's better. Oh my gosh. Wow. Good grief. Okay. Right. Now I can see. There we go. Oh, and the scissors are working now. There we go. Amazing. Right. Okay. Do you know what? I really struggled. I did a video yesterday. I did the Shein haul video yesterday. And I didn't do one for 2 days before that because I've been super busy organising a new collaboration project for you guys to watch for next month. And I wanted to come and do a video yesterday morning, but I was just so excited about the new project that I thought I can't do a video because I'm going to end up telling them all about it. And I can't tell you all about it yet because it's too soon. But I am so excited. You guys are going to really just love what's coming next month. So please make sure you tune in when we do the video where I tell you all about it. So I'm just going to tease today. And I mean, that's awful. And I should say nothing really. But no, I want you to be excited. I want you to be really excited because we've got an amazing collaboration next month. We've got some fantastic YouTubers who are part of a huge collaboration, and it's going to run for the month, and I just know you guys are going to really love it. So make sure you don't miss anything. Why would you want to miss any of it? It's going to be amazing. And obviously because it's I can tell you a little bit, because obviously it's what is it now? It's November coming, isn't it? Yes. I wasn't sure then. Because it's November coming and we've just done our Thanksgiving project and gratitude project for October, I don't have to say any further. Obviously, it's going to be Christmas stuff, but it's going to be amazing. And we're just all so excited. We just can't wait. So, I best not say any more. Right, I'm going to cut this label down now to, these washi tapes, by the way, are just stunning. I think they were $1.99. Somebody asked me yesterday. I did put the links to to most of the items. I didn't add them all on because it was taking forever. But I did put the links to some of the items in the video yesterday in the description box, just for those of you that were looking. I was driving one of my children yesterday down to have a COVID test, which seems to be always seem to do these days. And my mum texted and she said, "Rachel, I'm going to throttle you if everything's sold out." So my son picked up my phone and he was like, "Wow, Gran's being like really nappy. Mum, what have you done? What's she on about?" And I was just laughing my head off. And I said, "Oh, it's all right. I think Granny's just watched the video." But yeah, so she was all right. It wasn't all sold out. In fact, I think she probably ended up buying too much stuff in the end. But yeah, what a great site. So that's been a real little find, that has. Because like I was saying the other day, you know, we've got Wish and we got, what's the other one? Oh, AliExpress. I know a lot of you use. Wouldn't even entertain that here because the postage would just be astronomical for us in Britain. But Wish is all right, I suppose. But oh my gosh, everything just seems to take months and months to get here. I think crikey, it'd be quicker for me to get on a plane and go and get myself. And probably cheaper because they charge you for every item in postage. Did I literally just glue that then? I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Can you tell I've only had like an average of 4 hours sleep each night this week? Dear me. I'm going to glue that again then. I have glued it, haven't I? I am losing the plot. Right, I can't decide whether or not to back that with that. Yeah, I'm going to. I just think that'd look quite cool. Right. I know what I'm on about now. Oh, Wish and their postage. Yeah, it's really expensive. So at least with Shein, it just charges you one amount. And if you spend, I think it's a different deal every day, I think is the impression I got. But the one that I had was if you spend over £30, you had free postage. And I was like, oh, wow. You can't not have a look for that, can you really? So we don't buy resources very often, but I did need some bits and pieces. So always great to have a bargain. And the shops are a bit poor around where we are now because I nipped my son to town. Was it last weekend? Oh, do you know, I can't even remember. No, it was the weekend before. He's been in the house all week, hasn't he? No, 2 weekends ago I nipped my son down to town. He needed a new coat for school and it's awful the amount of shops that have gone. So for me, I think at the minute if you can get it online, all the better. But yeah. So Mum wouldn't tell me what she bought. She'd be a bit mean like that sometimes. She'd be like, no, you didn't tell me. So no, we were giggling last night, but I can't wait now to see what she's ordered. I'm still trying to work out if some of the ones I opened yesterday are stickers or if they're just backed. Because you're never really sure, yeah. Right, here we go. So now my little writing spot now looks like a letter. Okay, Rachel's saying to me, so what are you going to do with it? How are you going to fit it on the page? All right, so let me just show you. Because I want to do something quite thing with this so that I can use it in 2 ways. So as I said, you've got these little folds on the back here. And I've got this really cute tag out of our kit. And I love this one because it's got the music already on the paper, look. It was like I knew, wasn't it? It was like I knew. So I think that'll go rather nicely in the back of there. Yeah. And then, I backed it with some of that writing paper that came. So I'm going to write on the back of there after. I'm going to put some song words on the back of there because losing my train of thought there, sorry. Like I say, I normally got music on when I'm crafting, but I'm really, really into Lauren, is it Daigle? I think that's how you say it. Oh, she's amazing. She's got the most amazing voice. She sounds like Adele. And she had a brilliant song I've been listening to all week, so I'm going to write the words to that on that tag. But the first thing I'm going to do now is just quickly decorate up my page so that it doesn't look like meh. I just want to add a bit of texture to it because it's an autumn journal and it's all about textures and, you know, stuff. And we're just loving the collaging now. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how many of you have been following the 31 gratitude journal prompts challenge that we've done this month. It'd be nice to have some feedback from you guys about how you found it, and you know, it'd be good to know how many of you done it. But the one thing that I've really found brilliant about it is just having the opportunity, having a reason, I suppose, to just sit and craft and not really be thinking. You know, mindful, they call it, don't they? But I found the whole thing has been quite like that for me. I've been just, you know, I hate the word playing, but yeah, just playing really, just sat and it's like no pressure, there's no stress with it. And I think sometimes you discover things better when you just let it happen, don't you? The one thing that you can tend to fall into when you're, especially when you make YouTube videos, because you're always thinking about, you know, what you guys want to watch, or well, I'm always thinking about what you guys want to watch, or what you want to hear about, and you tend then not to be very spontaneous with your crafting sometimes. So, you know, you've got to watch that. It can be good then to do these little projects where you just have to just sit and let your ideas kind of take over, really. So I've really enjoyed that side of it. And not only that, but it's making me craft, because like I say, we've had a lot going on the last month and a half and all, I suppose, with the pups and everything. So I would possibly a lot of the time just not get the chance to come in and sit and do anything, whereas it's kind of making me do it, which is great. So yeah. And the new kit, thank you to those of you that have already purchased the new kit. That's going really well. I had some really great comments and feedback, and thank you, by the way, to those of you that are buying kits and coming back to our Etsy shop and leaving reviews. It's really hard actually getting people to leave reviews, unless of course they have something they're not happy about, in which case never mind leaving a review then, do they? They always want to. And you just think, oh, you know. But yeah, to get people to remember to come back and leave a review is quite difficult sometimes. So really appreciate you taking the time to do that, because if you don't get any reviews on your shop, it's really hard actually to get found on Etsy. You know, we have to do all of our kind of like own promotions. That's why, you know, a lot of us have like Facebook pages and one thing or another, because you have to just promote it everywhere. Because if you're not like one of the big ones on there, Etsy don't tend to promote you very much unless you pay for ads, which, I'm not being funny, gosh, none of us are earning enough on there to do that. So when you have your reviews, it really pushes you back up into the searches, you know, because Etsy think, oh, well, obviously what they're selling is good, customer likes it, we will perhaps promote them a little bit. So yeah, that's a kind of like major thing for us. So thank you very much for taking the time to do that. And guys, if you do shop on Etsy and you do buy kits from people, or well, anything really, you know, when you go on, try and take the time if you can to just leave them reviews, because it's like super important to these little shops. And especially when people are just starting out as well, those first few are just, they're everything. Like, it's like that with anything really, isn't it? Same with YouTube, you know. If we don't get comments and if we don't get likes on our videos, YouTube doesn't share them. And I asked you all a couple of weeks ago, didn't I, where you'd found us, and a lot of you did say actually that you'd come across us on YouTube. Well, you wouldn't have found us on YouTube if it hadn't have been for the other fab people below leaving a comment, or you know, clicking on the like button. So that's really, really important, that is, in what we're doing. Had a really exciting day today, or exciting moment I should say today. We've got a new lady who's just joined our admin team on our Facebook group, Junk Journal Trading Post, and she's not far from me actually. I know everybody else seems to be hundreds of miles away, but her name's Mandy, and she is only down about, I don't know, 25 miles down the road from me, which is quite nice. She's just started as one of the admin in our group, as I said, but more importantly today, she's actually done her first YouTube tutorial. I am going to put a link in the box below. Please, guys, go and check her out and support her channel, because she's just starting out with tutorials. She's done, I think she's done a couple of flip-throughs on there, because she makes the most beautiful journals, but she hadn't done a tutorial. So she is part of the collaboration next month, and she wanted to kind of, you know, get started on there and have a go. But she's done an amazing tutorial today, so it was great watching that. And it was actually quite funny because obviously there's not many, or rather I haven't come across many, if any, Welsh people on YouTube. And she sounds like me. Well, I thought she sounded really Welshy actually, but she said, "Did I sound Welsh?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh no, do I sound like that?" But no, I don't mind sounding Welsh. But yeah, so it was nice. It was nice to hear a familiar sounding voice as well. So, but yeah, definitely, please go and check out Mandy's video. Her YouTube channel is called Sunflowers and Doors. Doors spelled D-O-R-S. But yeah, go over and check out her channel, guys, and give her a little bit of encouragement, because like I say, when you're starting out, it's huge. It really is huge. And people want to take the time to just encourage you, really. Okay, so you sat there and watched me kind of sitting here, and I'm cutting bits of paper, and I'm inking, which I know everybody hates having to watch and hear. So what am I going to do with all this mess on my page? And I've got bits of paper everywhere around me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little collage behind. I want those 3 words there. And I've got to make sure I don't lose them this time, because I did actually lose Thankful the other day. And I'm going to just literally, using all of these scraps, I'm going to make a bit of a Mod Podge thing behind. And then I am going to, we'll try with this and I'll see how we get on. And then I'm going to then make a little tuck at the bottom to put my writing spot in. So I didn't ink that. Sorry, one more thing to ink. I do apologise. I know I've been waffling on anyway, so you haven't been bored, but I know it drives everybody at the wall watching us inking. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Golly, I saw a postman out there. Do you know what? He's awful late. I feel sorry for him. He doesn't come around now until about 5:30 in the evening. I think our actual postman broke his ankle, I think one of my neighbours said. And so he's been off, and they couldn't get, I don't know why they can't get staff, but apparently they can't get any more staff. So they've had to split the roundup amongst several different people. And the one guy that comes, it's obviously like his 2nd or 3rd route of the day, but he doesn't wear the postal uniform, and he's not in a postie van. He's driving a they've also got a shortage of vans, I think they said, so he's driving around in a plain white van, hire vehicle. Very strange. I don't know. The one thing about COVID, I suppose, is taught us all to just accept what's not the norm anymore. Because what is norm now? Who knows? Who knows? I'm just so relieved that the fuel shortage is over, because that was a bit, well, I think it's over. It's over here anyway. It didn't really come to much in Wales, I don't think. I think we had about a week and a half of it. I don't know, these last couple of weeks seem to have absolutely flown by. I can't believe it's only, gosh, what is it? 6, 7, 8 weeks till Christmas? I don't know. I know I was a bit horrified when I realised it was that time when we had to start thinking about, Christmas projects. I was like, what, already? It doesn't seem that long ago I put all my Christmas craft stuff in the attic. So I have a really big box up there. I can't wait to go and get it down. I'm going to send my older son up there after, and he's going to bring down my box of bits and pieces. And it's like going shopping, because suddenly it's like, oh, I forgot I had this, and oh, I forgot I had that. I think I got some bits of material left up there from last year, and all the glittery stuff and ribbons. Yeah, fab. And now it's gone really chilly. It's like We're always glad to kind of see it come then, aren't we? So this is just a great way of crafting, not having to think, and also getting rid of some scraps that you might have on your desk. So you've got offcuts and stuff. Just, I don't like that piece there. And just keep building until you like what you see. There's literally no method at all to what I'm doing, other than I know kind of the shape I want behind. But it's just a case of mindlessly, is that the right word? I don't know. Yeah, putting stuff on your paper. Okay, something else really important I had to tell you all as well. I can't think what it is now. Oh yes, of course, I do apologise. I've completely forgot to say, and I've forgotten to say the last video. We had a sale on in our shop, in our Etsy shop, 30% off most of the kits. So if you were hanging on waiting for the sale, it's on, so don't miss it. We've got this kit is on 30% off. Also the sister kit to this, which is at Natalie's on Natalie's Etsy shop, LineDotArrow. Her half is also 30% off. I'm not entirely sure if she's got a sale on her shop as well. I should have checked, sorry, but definitely go and check that out. Natalie's also part of our collaboration next month, so keep an eye out for what goes on her channel too. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so exciting. So exciting. My boys have just gotten used to the sound of me squealing this week now. Like, ah! The first time I did it, it was like my son was in the other room. I was like, whoa, Mum, what's the matter? Oh, I know. That's the dog up in the groan behind me. He's so funny, this one puppy we've got, because he's really big, actually. Really big. Much bigger than all of the others. And I think I've mentioned him to you all before. But he just groans and moans all the time. If he rolls over in his sleep, he's like, I'll be sat in the living room in the night, and I'm never quite sure whether it's one of the kids upstairs snoring or the dog. Like, my goodness, what a noise. Right, okay, so I've done my background now. That's just so that my page doesn't look boring. And then this is going to sit on top of that background there. Oh, I'd like to put that on here somewhere. Because oh, there he goes again, look. But the first thing I'm going to do now is just make a little tuck thing so that that can tuck in there, and then when we can pull it out then when we want to, and you know, do whatever. This side I want to use that stamp. Here it is. Oh, look at this music stamp. Isn't it lush? I love it. So it is all one large stamp, but I don't see why you couldn't if you wanted to cut them down. But I think it's probably just easier to just ink where you will. So I'm just going to pop a bit of ink on that a second. And then can stamp away on that page over there. That just makes that look a bit more interesting then, doesn't it? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Pop it on there. And then perhaps by here. Okay, and then maybe a little bit by there. And then this is the point at which my mother would say, okay, Rachel, less is no more. Did your mum say that to you? Less is more, dear. Less is more. I'm like, no, just keep stamping. I love it. Oh, actually, I could put that as a scrap on there, couldn't I? What can I stitch on here? Ooh, let's do some scraps. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's have a little bit of that paper there. We need a bit of music paper. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous the amount of scraps I got on my desk now. We've got to deal with these scraps. Oh, we'll have a bit of this embossed music paper. Yes, that's it. Very nice. So we'll have a bit of that. I'm going to have to ink it, aren't I? Right, sorry. I know it's annoying. It can't possibly be as annoying as the plastic though. I know. Did you hear my little mini rant in that video yesterday? I watched it back after. I was like, oh, that was a bit ranty. But Chrissy did say to me though, she's one of our admin, and she said, no, Rach, you're absolutely right. There's way too much packaging. It's It drives me daft. It's not good on the poor environment, is it? No. Right, 2 seconds, just gonna do a bit of stitching. Okay, so I've done my little scrappy bit there. I quite like that. I'm gonna just stick that on here. And I've also quickly made my tuck pocket. And I'll tell you how I did that now. There we go. Just put my word here. So, and I need a bit of paper then under this one. No, what I've done is I had some of the collage page printed onto vellum, so I've used a little bit of that. This is actually one of my grandparents' telegrams. I love this image. And I just backed it with some coffee dye paper, and I'm going to use that then as I stitched it round, and I'm going to use that then as a tuck spot then for this lovely little hidden writing space. And I'm just going to pop that there like that. There we go. Just glue around the edges. I'm going to just pop that right on the bottom there. There we go. And then that should stick down. Okay, I think, oh yeah, I know what I was going to do while that's drying. Oh, no, don't come back up. I need you to stick down. Where's my, what am I looking for? Giant paper clip, something. I need to hold that down. Oh, I might as well just put a huge stammy knife on it. That should do the job, right. I just want to put this word on there a minute. To create beautiful moments. Yeah. Lovely. There we go. So I think that's my page done for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I apologise for my waffling, but it's all good fun. So don't forget, if you're going to have a go at one of these secret writing spots, obviously all dependent on how you fold it, you should have some somewhere to tuck things behind as well, so I'm going to write on that tag after. And I've made mine look like an envelope. Go and check out Carol's video. She does something slightly different with hers, which is really lovely. And also don't forget to check out Mandy's video that's gone up as well. If you can, that would be great. Give her a little bit of encouragement as she's starting out. So let's just see if that'll go in there. Yes, look at that. I like that. If I pull that tag up a bit, either have it on show or not, but we can have that bit up there then. Well, I'm really pleased with that. And like I say, I didn't have to overthink it or anything. Sometimes there's always something you can do. Okay guys, have a great day, and I will be back with you all very soon. Take care and stay well. Bye now.